I am David Verhoogt. I live in London. I am a captain on the River Thames, and I have been using Ayurveda now for coming up 5 years. I got into Ayurveda shortly after learning TM. When I was 25, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and the outlook for me at that point was very bleak. I'd gone completely blind while I was in hospital being treated initially, and the doctors had said to me that if to not expect my eyesight to return to anywhere near where it was, the fact that my eyes will remain damaged, and in having diabetes that will only deteriorate. Also that I have a high risk of losing organs and limbs over the course of time. So the outlook for me was very bleak. It was something that at the time I perceived as being a road that was only going to be going downhill. When I got into Ayurveda, the first thing I did was to go and see Dr Donn Brennan, who's an Ayurvedic doctor. He took my pulse with 3 fingers. He placed it on my artery, on my wrist, and from that he could tell an awful lot about me. And I was pretty amazed at actually how much he could tell about my past, current, and also future health from that pulse reading. It's very interesting. Dr Brennan recommended initially some lifestyle changes, very simple things such as what time I started to get myself ready for bed in the evening and unwind, also what times I had my main meal during the day, some herbal supplements that I could take, and also some adjustments to what I was eating. And in the early stages, just those small changes started to have quite a significant effect. When it comes to my insulin use, Ayurveda has had a profound impact. Before I learnt about Ayurveda and TM, my GP had said to me that I was using 4 times the amount of insulin that I should have been for somebody at my age and at my stage of the condition. And very quickly after embracing both of these areas of knowledge, that reduced significantly, and I now use 20% thereabouts of the insulin that I was using initially before I started. So quite amazing. The reaction of my doctor, my GP, after a few months of embracing Ayurveda was quite interesting actually. I have to have regular blood tests, and the results came back and they were quite amazing. My doctor had said to me, I've not seen somebody who has contracted diabetes and so quickly got the condition under control. And they asked me what I was doing, and then I told them what I was doing, and I was surprised because they didn't actually particularly agree with what I was doing as being something that they would recognise or recommend themselves. But obviously with the results being very clear on the blood test, they spoke for themselves. I've had consistent comments from my family and friends saying how healthy I look, and some of them have been quite surprised, especially people I haven't seen for quite a while. When they bump into me, they always have to sort of take another look and think, is that David? With the improvements in my health, it's allowed me to now pursue my dream career. When I tried to pursue this career several years ago, I was told that due to having diabetes, it was not an option. Now I've nursed myself into much better state of health, where my doctor's now happy to verify that I am safe to work as a boat captain in London, and I attribute that to TM and Ayurveda. It's enabled me to achieve my dream job, so very happy about that. I think the average person with diabetes that embraced Ayurveda would notice significant changes immediately, because because I know that the advice given by the NHS to me with diabetes was very, very different to the advice I was given from the Ayurvedic perspective, and so much more beneficial in controlling the condition and improving my eyesight, my hearing, all sorts of things. So yeah, it's profound, really is.